NRI Amritpal Singh has been arrested for hitting veteran marathoner Fauja Singh with his SUV. Amritpal Singh Dhillon had recently returned from Canada and was the one driving the SUV at the time of the accident. Reportedly, Amritpal had purchased the Fortuner from Ravindra Singh of Rurhampur 2 years ago. Amritpal Singh Dhillon had recently returned from Canada and was the one driving the SUV at the time of the accident. The car, which hit 114-year-old marathon runner Fauja Singh on the Jalandhar-Pathankot highway and sped away, has been identified almost 24 hours after the incident. The cops used CCTV footage to identify a Punjab-registered white Toyota Fortuner, which was allegedly involved in the hit and run. Multiple teams there were formed to identify the accused who rammed Fauja Singh. The legendary runner suffered head injuries in the incident and died in the hospital. Amritpal Singh Dhillon had recently returned from Canada and was the one driving the SUV at the time of the accident. In fact, as per reports, Amritpal had purchased the Fortuner from Ravindra Singh of Rurhampur just 2 years ago. In fact, let me quickly go across to IPS Ravindra Singh Dhillon, former ADGP Law and Order Punjab. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Mr. Dhillon, let's get straight to it. How does a high-speed SUV hit a 114-year-old man on a national highway and vanish? And then it takes nearly a full day to even identify the vehicle. Isn't that a policing failure right at the start?
Good morning, Neha. Thank you for having me. Yes, it is a very, very tragic accident. There is no disagreement on this. And yes, there is also no doubt that there was delay in apprehending this accused and recovery of this vehicle, which was involved in killing of Mr. Fauja Singh, such a great person, such a great model for India and Punjab specifically. At the same time, I gathered, since there was no footage, CCTV camera available at the spot where the accident took place, which was just about 110 meters from the house of Sardar Fauja Singh. But I still appreciate the role of SSP Jalandhar Rural, that he and his team acted proactively and saw the CCTV footage, and they were able to trace it. Here, I think, though the matter ends, that the accused has been arrested, and since the case is under the past 304, that is culpable homicide not amounting to murder in a similar.
All right, we seem to be facing network issue. Till we fix it, let me quickly go across to my colleague Mohit Malhotra, who joins me over the phone line. Mohit, क्या अमृतपाल सिंह ढिल्लन ने पुलिस के सामने कुछ भी एक्सेप्ट किया है अभी तक? कुछ डिटेल्स हैं हमारे पास?
देखिए, अब से थोड़ी देर में सुबह 10 बजे एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस होने जा रही है, जिसके अंदर वो पूरी की पूरी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो पुलिस के द्वारा शेयर की जाएगी। लेकिन शुरुआती जो एविडेंस मिले हैं और जिस तरह से अमृतपाल ने खुद वहां पर भागने का प्रयास किया, अपनी गाड़ी को छुपा दिया उसने, और पूरे इंसिडेंट के बाद वो फौजा सिंह की हेल्प करने के लिए मौके पर भी नहीं रुका, तो ये तमाम जो एविडेंस है, इसको जोड़कर पुलिस सीधे तौर पे मान रही है कि ये हिट एंड रन का मामला है और फौजा सिंह को रैश ड्राइविंग की वजह से अमृतपाल ने हिट किया और उसके बाद वो वहां से भाग निकला। हालांकि अभी 10 बजे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस होगी, जिसके अंदर ये तमाम जो क्वेश्चंस उठ रहे हैं, इसको लेकर पुलिस अपने जवाब देगी।
All right. Thank you very much, Mohit, for joining us with all of those details. Let me quickly go back to IPS Ravindra Singh Dhillon, former ADGP Law and Order Punjab. So, you know, as we were discussing, we're not just talking about anyone. This was Fauja Singh, a legend. Shouldn't the response have been instant and top priority? Was this treated just like any other road accident in your view, Mr. Dhillon?
I don't agree that this would have been treated like that, but there are some bottlenecks and systemic issues which state police need to handle. Imagine we have a very well publicized SSF there on highways, but imagine there was no SSF car available because nobody called them, as per the version which I gathered from the SSF. The issue is we need to proactively, the stakeholders, national highways, state governments, local PWs, they need to play a proactive role to take this case as an example. Can you imagine a person who was pride of the nation declared in 2011 in UK, where he is citizen, and this accident is like shame for India. How can a person who has been running across the roads all over the world, he was walking in his on his local road and he was killed? And this guy Amritpal, can you imagine? He is from Canada. He knows what are the rules there. He knows what to follow. He knows that you can't run after hitting a person. But here in Punjab, because of his impression that state police may be lax, there may be laxity in rules, he hit the person. He was driving fast, and then he ran away, and then he tried to conceal his identity. It means there was a clear-cut intention on his part to kill Sardar Fauja Singh. Rightfully, this case needs to be pursued under section, whatever it is mentioned on the FIR, culpable homicide not amounting to murder, and this guy should be given strictest possible punishments by court of law, because Sardar Fauja Singh is not an ordinary person who has been killed on Indian road. It is shame for the stakeholders.
Right. Like you mentioned, sir, what stands out here is that the accused is NRI, just back from Canada. In your experience, Mr. Dhillon, is there a tendency to go soft when the accused is from an influential or foreign background?
This should not happen, but I don't disagree. My experience says that as senior officer, we have found multiple times that accident cases sometimes are not taken seriously. Had it was not Sardar Fauja Singh, maybe it would have not been taken that seriously. I don't have to disagree on that. I have the experience. I have seen such things happen at a lower police station level police. But we supervisory officer of the state police need to ensure that there is no discrimination. But this case, state police and NHI should take an example, as a Nirbhaya case was taken in Delhi, and then there was a commission which gave us game changer rules and regulation, and emergency response system was created. We need to call it a day and ensure that no such hit and run case happens. There is speed monitoring. There are CCTV cameras all over the highways, and there is a mechanism that when there is a hit and run case, the accused is arrested, detained without loss of time.
Very briefly, you're a former top cop. When you say that it was deliberate, that's a stunning statement. That's a very serious charge. Are you suggesting that this wasn't a case of reckless driving but a targeted killing?
Neha ji, I just want to add to it. I don't have the knowledge about the intent of the person. But when driving recklessly, what was his intent? He very well knew, he has traveled in Canada, that if somebody will be hit by his car, he will be killed. Secondly, circumstantial evidence that after hitting this old man who was walking there on the road, he ran away. Then he tried to conceal his identity. Thank God, he having a Canadian immigration or visitor visa, he would have just escaped via airport. But thank God he has been caught. We too set this example that this is a clear-cut case. We are not showing that it is murder, but there was intention, circumstantial evidence which shows that it was a culpable homicide. It may not be amounting to murder. So we don't need to take it under 304A. We need to take it under 304 of the past IPC. This is very clear-cut, and we need to define hit and run cases here accordingly, because otherwise people will not stop. I have driven in America, having license from that country, and I have seen if there is an accident, nobody can run. And those who are witness to it, they have to compulsorily stand and bear witness so that police can do the investigation properly. We need to amend our procedures also, and we need to make our hit and run cases more stringent.
Right. Thank you very much, IPS Ravindra Singh Dhillon, former ADGP Law and Order Punjab. There, in fact, telling us what exactly would have happened there. To sum up, NRI Amritpal Dhillon, who had recently returned from Canada, has now been arrested for fatally hitting 114-year-old Fauja Singh. The white Fortuner he was driving was traced using CCTV footage nearly 24 hours after the incident. The investigation is now focused on establishing intent and circumstances leading up to the tragedy. Fauja Singh's son, in fact, has reacted on this. We also have a couple of other reactions. Let's quickly take a listen.
कल जी 3-3:15 बजे की गल आ घरों बस सैर कर निकले चाह पी के रोटी राटी खा के ते उधर खेतों च साडी लेबर लूबर लगी हो सी उधर नूं मैं तो घर नहीं सगा उधर नूं फिर शाम नूं अगे रूटीन च जांदे ही आ उधर नूं किते निकले तो बस वो रोड ते जल्ला मड़ जा चढ़े फिर पता नहीं लगा सानूं तो फिर टैलीफोन ही आया इदा हो गई है
रोज सैर करन
हाँ जी रोज सवेरे शामी रोज सवेरे कल्ले बड़े फिट सी जी
बहुत ही बड़े एथलीट जो है वो उनकी आज मृत्यु हुई है फौजा सिंह जी की। सबसे पहले मैं उनके परिवार के साथ संवेदना प्रकट करता हूं और दूसरा मैं समझता हूं वो बहुत बड़े प्रेरणा स्रोत थे। देश भर के लोगों को प्रेरणा लेनी चाहिए, दुनिया भर के लोगों को प्रेरणा लेनी चाहिए कि वो 114 साल की उम्र में भी दौड़ रहे थे और उनका शरीर स्वस्थ था। वो एक्सीडेंट में उनकी मौत हुई है तो उनसे सभी को प्रेरणा लेके मैं समझता हूं अपने आप को स्वस्थ रखना चाहिए।
वो एक बहुत ही वेटरन एथलीट भी थे और तकरीबन 114 साल और मेरा ख्याल लॉन्गेस्ट सर्वाइविंग ह्यूमन बीइंग होंगे। पंजाबियों का नाम उन्होंने बहुत रोशन किया है और आज मैं डिमांड भी करूंगा कि ऑबिचरी सबसे पहले उनके नाम की पढ़ी जाए और उनका नाम मैं समझता हूं हिंदुस्तान के इतिहास में सुनहरी गोल्डन वर्ड्स में लिखा जाएगा। स्ट्रिक्ट डिसिप्लिन थे, डिसिप्लिन के साथ जिंदगी बतीत की और नौजवानों के लिए एक रोल मॉडल।